It's the weekend rip.
Oh,
How's it going?
Oh.
Sorry I didn't put my coat.
woo! Sorry, just all jacked up. Did I scare you? Did I pop everybody's speakers?
It definitely hurt my ears a little bit.
Yeah, it hurt my ears too. Sorry about that. Jesus Christ. What were you going to say, pal?
Just sorry I didn't put my coat on. It's very hot in
yeah, it's
here.
very
So
hot
we're
in here.
trying to figure it out. But
That's what I keep saying. We're trying to figure it out, but he just won't stop complaining. I can
Who's
see
that?
his pit stains from here.
Oh, you should have got a hot one. Try to spill it
No.
on your dick.
Spill it on my dick and get Starbucks to...
That's a $50 million...
Folks, if you haven't heard the news, this poor gentleman, this poor guy.
Poor guy, more like an entrepreneur, all right? He's a businessman is what I like to call him.
Yeah, I think you missed a button, actually. I think your buttons are off. That's funny. That's embarrassing. Wow. Let's get a close-up of that, shall we? Look at
Are
that.
they off?
Yep, that's humiliating. We try to hold ourselves to a higher standard here on the Weekend Rip with Ben and Emil, but my esteemed colleague shows up drunk every week. He insists on it. He says that he gets nervous and that a little bit of booze loosens him up, but too much so that look at it, he's fucked it up all the way to the bottom. Anyway.
Some idiot kicker got liquored up.
Man. So, yeah, I guess we're starting off with the guy who's...
No, let's start over. Everyone pretend like you didn't see that.
Yeah, but a guy did get hot tea from Starbucks drive-thru spilled all over his dick, and it ruined his dick. And he did win a lawsuit from them.
It didn't ruin his dick. That's
It did. That's why he got $50 million.
Is that confirmed? His
I
dick
believe it is.
is ruined?
His penis is ruined.
Your Honor, my penis is ruined.
I need no less than $50 million.
I won't take anything less than 50.
I mean, Jesus, God.
Would you ruin your penis for 50 million?
Buddy, mine's already ruined. And I didn't get it. I didn't get a penny from anybody. Starbucks, McDonald's, you name it. They won't pay me a red cent.
The question stands.
Would I?
Yeah.
Nah.
It's a tough
That is a
question.
tough question. Because if you had enough money, you'd probably be able to fix
A guy comes with a briefcase,
it. Okay.
50 million. And he's also got a hydraulic press with him.
I was going to ask, what kind of damage are we talking?
No, it's a hydraulic press.
So I got to put my dick in a hydraulic press?
Yeah.
I mean,
And
how
that
many
guy
pounds?
from those old videos narrates it.
The Swedish guy?
Yeah, there's
Oh
one
my
guy.
God, there goes the dick. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go to this week's numbers, shall we? The Qs ended the week up a measly 0.25%, it looks like. Same with just about, just a little bit over that. And the SPYs too, Bitted coin is up a little bit. We're not going to do the Dow Jones anymore, despite everybody asking us to, but it's your grandpa's thing and he's dead.
If you can figure out a way to get him back from the dead,
Yeah.
then we will talk about it.
Maybe you should talk to a witch, one of the quad witches.
Also, if you know anyone to talk to, why can they not get Bitcoin below the fucking 80s? What the hell?
What? Oh, because my
It's
man
just
wants to buy
stuck.
more.
It's just stuck. It's
Well,
like
talk to Michael at Michael Strategy.
81, 84, 83.
Yeah, he's addicted now. He's full on
I'm
Bitcoin
trying to
max.
get that freaking discount.
Yeah, that I really do like this. He's good, folks. He's finally drinking the Kool-Aid. Is there pee in it? There might be. There might be a little bit of pee in the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Did I pee in it?
I pissed
yeah,
in
you
it.
bet I did. Oh, we both did. Yeah.
I'm drinking my own piss.
So, buddy, do you know what quad witching is? Have you heard of this?
Yeah, that's
heard
when
of this?
you bring 4 girls from Salem, Massachusetts back.
Uh-huh. And then what?
You have a little party.
Yeah. Hey, you want to hit the timer for me, pal? Just in case. No, quad witching, folks. It's I've been seeing this term thrown around, and everybody likes to pretend like they know what it is. I barely fucking know what it is still. I mean, just reading the definition here. Quad witching refers to the simultaneous expiration of stock index futures, stock index options, stock options, and single stock futures derivatives contracts 4 times a year. It's just when all the different, I thought it was when weeklies, monthlies, and quarterlies all lined up, but I guess I was wrong. It's just basically when a ton of options are expiring at the same time and a lot of quirky shit can happen, but usually nothing ever does happen because it's way beyond our pay grade. It's way beyond our understanding. And the gods at the likes of BofA and JPMorgan are the ones who dictate what happens. And
Let's just say it's witching season.
yeah, it's witching season. So talk to do you have a teenage daughter? Ask her about it. Ask to borrow a crystal, stick it in your pocket so that you don't
I
lose
thought
your...
you were going to say something else.
Okay.
You said stick it in your
Yeah, no, that's.
I thought you were gonna go goop mode.
Goop mode.
Yeah.
Gwyneth Paltrow
Yeah.
and stick a crystal up your hoo-ha.
Isn't that what they're having people do?
Yeah, she sells like a crystal egg.
Let us know
or
if that
something.
works. Should we
Yeah.
be sticking crystals in our butts?
Yeah, you know me. I'm very ass averse. I'm not sticking anything up there.
Maybe it'll help. Maybe the crystal will help.
Nah.
With your ass aversion.
There is this. Have you heard of this? The famous JPMorgan collar, the SPX collar.
No.
Another thing that I don't understand, but I pretend that I do. Okay, so bear with me, folks.
He's going to pretend like he understands
No,
something.
I'm going to try to explain it the best I can. There is this JP Morgan fund. I believe it's like I forgot the ticker symbol, JEPHQX or something like that.
It's incredibly long.
It's only 4. I got it wrong, or 5. Yeah, JHEPQX, some fucking bullshit. But anyway, they've got a massive hedge that they put as part of this fund, so to mitigate the fund holders from losing their shirts should the market shit the bed. And it gets touted every quarter because every quarter they roll it over, right? And this is another quarterly rollover that's happening. And the way that I understand it, it's called a collar because there's all sorts of different options, strategies. There's butterflies, iron condors, and blah, blah, blah. This one's called a collar. From what I understand, this one, JP Morgan is long the 55-65 put. So they're long the put at that level on the S&P. They're short the 5,700 level put, and they're also short the 61-65 calls. Like I said, it gets rolled each quarter. It's a massive, massive hedge. What happens when it gets rolled? I don't fucking know, man.
That was it? The big
That's
lead
the
up
thing.
was just you
Because
don't know?
it's just this big. Basically, from what I understand, all you got to know is that the long put, I believe, is the important level. I think. And it seems like, yeah, all week, the 5,500, the 55, like 65 level has been hugely important. The big takeaway, though, is that you are powerless. You are a peon, a pawn.
We're nothing.
A speck of sand to these people.
We're bottom feeders.
We're bottom feeders. It does always trip me out that there's some nerd out there. Maybe he's hot. Maybe it's a hot nerd. Maybe it's a woman out there clicking the buttons. Oh, it's time to roll over the JP Morgan quarterly caller because we got to hedge everything. We got to make sure that we don't lose any money.
He's like that soybean trader we love.
Oh God, the soybean futures
Yeah.
people. Yeah, and they're probably just getting off work, going, whew. The collar did its function.
Write in if you're a soybean futures trader.
Right in, especially if you're a soybean meal futures trader.
Yes, that's really what we're looking for.
Those are the big playboys. Those are the real ones that get all the ladies and stuff. So yeah, the institutional funds control the market, and take what you will. Just search on Twitter for the JP Morgan collar because we'll find out. It's probably already out there now. I don't know when the hell they roll this thing over, but again, I don't know what the fuck this thing means. And there's people out there who pretend like they know. I don't believe them, frankly. I don't think you guys know what the hell you're talking about.
If you see anyone talking about it, pretending like they know, tell them Ben Kahn said you don't know shit.
Tell them I said you don't know shit, and that's okay because everybody.
Yeah,
on
say Ben
FinTwit-
said it's okay.
Everybody on finance Twitter likes to pretend that they know all of these complex things about derivatives and the S&P. They don't. The one who knows the most, Carson, however you fucking say it. He's going to be on the show soon, and I'm going to ask him about this specifically. And I'm going to say, look at me like I'm a 5-year-old boy. Goo goo gaga.
Are you gonna
Explain
say
it to me like
Peru?
I'm going to say goo goo gaga. What the SPX? What that do? What the collar mean?
What did that?
Sir, what did that?
What rolling over mean?
Can we have pizza for dinner? And, he's a very patient man. Anyway,
We'll see. We'll see if he can last an hour with Ben.
oh God,
If
I
you-
could go several hours with that guy.
You can.
If you can, yeah, you can.
He tests my patience.
Yeah. Well, at least I didn't fuck up my buttons this morning or this afternoon.
Wait, dude, you're never gonna believe this, but
No, nice try. Nice
you
try.
did look. You looked.
The other big thing that happened this week, we had the Fed. That's right. The Fed came out and said a bunch of shit that we've all heard before. Jay Powell said that we've made progress toward the 2% target, which has stalled and will be delayed due to tariffs.
Yeah,
It's-
J-Pow, take a risk. You know what I mean?
God
Say something
damn.
fun.
Yeah,
Shake things
truly.
up.
Go out there and fake a heart attack or something, and say, "Just kidding." He seems so exhausted.
And see what the market does. And if it doesn't react, then get real dramatic and say the market doesn't love me. They didn't even care that I had a heart attack.
Bring a gun.
Bring a gun.
Brandish a gun.
Bring a gun to a knife fight.
Say, I swear to God, if one of you says the word transitory to me again, yeah, I'll do it. I swear to God, I'll do it.
I like pointing it.
He did say transitory again.
Of course.
That was a big thing. He said it was too soon to say how Trump's policies will impact the macroeconomic picture. He said it's very difficult to develop a precise this is what he does. He says things that we already know. It's very difficult to develop a precise assessment of how much any of this will be attributed to tariffs. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, so he knows about as little as everyone else. No one knows what the fuck's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, let's see what the good folks at the CNBC Trader Desk had to say about this. The
Bitcoin
brain
back above 85K? Yeah, I know. We're trying to get it below that.
That was the other day on Fast Money. This is the brain trust over at CNBC. Let's see what
Things
they're
that
saying.
have the markets back, or is it still just sort of completely, in the middle here?
I mean, I guess I think of it as having a put, but it's not at the money put
No.
at all. It might be, several percent out of the money. So I don't take a
Totally.
lot of faith in that. But I have noticed, discretionary, which that consumer number was terrible,
Yes.
yet the stocks did seem to bottom right around that time.
Yeah. They were stretched. I'm sure. Guy, I'm usually a,
Half
Fed
full.
balance sheet doesn't really mean
No,
much.
thank you for mentioning that because the
And
runoff,
honestly-
the reduction in the runoff.
Yes.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Going from 25 billion down to 5, starting in April. And I think that's what the market sort of took its cues from. In that initial run higher, people are saying, "Party on! We're going to go from QT to QE." I don't think it's that linear, in my opinion, but I think the market took a lot from that. I think it's one of the reasons that yields might have gone lower in a meaningful way. But with that said, you can also make an argument that could potentially be sort of inflationary as well. So it works in the short term. It might sort of nip them in the bud in the longer term.
Oh, man. Well, he really talked quite fast.
I know,
at the
yeah,
end
that's
there.
breaking news, though.
Way to go, Guy Adami.
Yeah. So Fed put. You'll probably see that term thrown around a lot. Fed put is basically my understanding of it. It's the idea that the Fed will step in and put a tourniquet on the markets should they bleed too much. And what that woman was saying was, I don't think that there's a Fed put at the money right now, meaning like right now. I don't think that they're stepping in. Maybe a few percentage points lower, they might step in if things get worse, is my understanding of what she said. And do I agree with her? Fucking sure. I don't know. I still... Some people say that there is no such thing as a Fed put, that they don't actually step in, and I don't know, man. The Fed is just one big mystery to me. I'm just trying to make a little money. I'm just trying to trade the stocks, you know?
What do you think? How do you think we're looking as what are we? Maybe a week and a half out, or maybe 2 weeks out from the tariffs potentially turning on.
It's everybody's wait and see,
I know.
right? Including
Everyone just looking down the barrel.
Yeah, which tells me, and this is something that Jim Carson would say, this is an event that everybody sees coming. So
Well, but no one knows if it's actually going to happen.
Exactly. But
It's-
I'm just talking
it's a
about,
non-event event.
of course, I'm talking about in terms of volatility, potential
yeah.
volatility. If people are out there getting positioned to like, there's going to be some kind of crash, the market has already digested this. The market already knows that, oh, the tariffs are coming. Like worst case scenario, they come April 2nd, nothing changes. It has already digested and priced that in. Will excuse me, I personally think we're probably going to bounce around a little bit
Okay,
to
so if
see.
he pushes him off again,
There might be a little bit of a relief rally, sure. Yeah. I mean, Jesus God, who knows? This is why if you're choosing to be an active trader, what's wrong with you, man? What's fucking wrong with? What is wrong with us? What's wrong with us? Do we really think we're that much smarter? I mean, I am. I
You
know
are.
I am.
you're the smartest trader in the world.
I'm the smartest, best trader out there. It's
You've gotten that award, I think, 6 years running now.
yeah, 6 years running. Yeah, my mom gives it out every year,
Mhm.
and
There's a big ceremony.
yeah, I also won the most handsome trader 6 years running,
That's big.
and it's been around for 6 years, so I am currently undefeated. So yeah, we'll see if I win again this year. And Anyway, let's go. Let's see what's trending on StockTwits. There's this new feature that is very, very useful. It's the why it's trending feature, and one of the big favorites lately is this fucking Ion Q. I hate this thing. Piece of crap. What a stupid. I mean, they're not making any money. It's just. But let's see why it's trending because it was down 9% yesterday. Following NVIDIA's GTC conference where CEO Jensen Huang discussed quantum computing, the quantum computing sector experienced volatility, with IonQ among the affected stocks. The community is debating the significance of Huang's comments and whether they represent a genuine threat or a short-term catalyst. Genuine threat, I would say. Broader market sentiment toward the quantum computing sector is mixed, reflecting uncertainty about the technology's near-term prospects. Because there ain't none. There's no near-term prospects.
Hey, come on. You don't think it's coming?
No. And you know who, if it is coming? Google's got you beat. Microsoft's got you beat. And the fucking pathetic last one of the party, Amazon, came out with theirs like, we
I
got a
know.
chip too. Nobody gives a
Jeff,
fuck.
Get back on your yacht with your weird wife.
Yeah. Or strap her to that. When's she going to space,
Yeah, when's
bud?
your wife going on that?
Yeah. When is she going to space?
I don't know. It's just a shame they have to kill Katy Perry
I
so
know.
Jeff can get a little freedom.
God. If that rocket blows up and people inevitably celebrate,
You think people will celebrate? It'd be pretty wild watching
Katy Perry,
go down in fireworks.
yeah, God.
Should
Would you
truly-
celebrate? If I wouldn't.
No.
No, it'd be a tragedy.
That
Yeah.
would be our Voyager.
Voyager. You mean
Challenger.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
Challenger. Yeah. You see the astronauts how shitty they looked coming back?
Yeah,
they looked
did.
like shit.
I ain't going to space.
Yeah, I ain't going to space. Does that to you? Jeez.
I mean, who was the guy? Kelly who came back? He was up there for a long time.
Yeah.
He talks about. I remember reading his.
He's
kind
all
of-
bug-eyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to space. I was there for like 9 months.
He talked about how his body was just not the same.
My body was real. You ever seen that other astronaut with the mustache who's like always playing guitar and
They
talking
all
about
have
space?
mustaches.
Yeah, it's true. Jesus Christ. Overachievers,
you
these
can't
astronauts.
you can't get to space without a mustache.
No. They don't let you.
No.
But the lady got an exception.
If you look closer.
You know, I was driving down the 10 freeway here in Los Angeles the other night.
Oh, big whoop.
Sally Ride Memorial Highway.
Oh, is that the lady who had the diaper on?
No, that's the teacher who blew up in the Challenger, I
sure.
think. And
I hope they rename whatever stretch of highway that astronaut who put the diaper on to go confront her husband. They should give her a highway.
they should give her a commemorative highway.
That's sick.
Man,
And
that
every
lady-
time you hit the sign, you go, there she is.
yeah, I don't know why you would wear the diaper because
So you get there faster.
no, but you still got to pull over and change the damn thing.
No, you don't.
Sure, you do.
You get there rash and all, and you tell
Ew. That's
And you-
that's gross.
you tell your husband's new thing. You say, like, and how much more effective is it? You show up,
In a
diaper full of shit. You go, I'm out of here, lady.
I wouldn't shit in it. I would piss in it, but I wouldn't shit in that thing.
Depends how big of a rush I am.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, let's see why Nike's trending. Nike, Babu. Yeah, they had a weaker than expected Q4 guidance. They got concerns about slowing sales growth and margin contraction. I mean, that's not necessarily surprising to me. We've seen weakened consumer sentiment. Everybody's worried about tariffs and stuff. She's not going to be going out buying them new what?
Oh,
Air
you're
Jacks,
already
Air Jo-
expensive ass Nikes. They're just
Yeah.
going to get more expensive.
Yeah,
$200 pair of shoes.
I don't think I've ever owned a pair of Nikes.
That's crazy. You're about just a pair of running shoes? or-
Running shoes, yeah. Okay, never mind.
I don't think I've had, I've never gotten,
Air Jordans,
or like the famous, I don't even know what they are.
Air Force Ones.
I'm not a sneaker guy.
Yeah,
But-
God, sneakerheads. you guys need help.
We do got to bring the cost of shoes down, though. My God.
Pair of shoes cost $30. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, man?
No, but for any kind of like real athletic shoe that you want to depend on,
Oh, yeah.
they're going to be expensive.
Yeah, they are expensive. I mean, everything's expensive. You seen the price of eggs?
Coco Gauff, one of the famous women's tennis players,
Oh.
she's connected to New Balance.
Mm-hmm.
They announced they were like, we're coming out with an affordable tennis shoe.
Mm.
It's like
$600.
It was like $120.
Yeah.
Everyone's going, what are you talking about?
Yeah. A Coco Gauff?
Yeah.
Who names these fucking tennis players, man? I swear to God, they all got weird names.
Give me another one.
Chesney Blanchot. I don't know. They're all named fucked up shit like that. It's annoying.
Fucked up shit.
Yeah, Pete Sampras.
Don't go after the Greek guy.
No. You're
No.
right. I think it's because they're all foreign. That's why they sound fucked
Coco
up.
Gauff's
To me.
American.
Okay, that's even more of a big question mark for me.
Name another weird tennis player.
I don't know. I don't know any tennis players.
But
Name some.
Carlos Alcaraz. That one seems pretty normal.
Named after a prison. It's kind of questionable. Alcatraz. Let's move on.
Alcatraz.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, the market was kind of like, hey, Nike, what's going on, man? We got these the health of the consumer sector looking pretty bad. Anyway, let's go on to this Middle Eastern guy. Who the hell is Sultan Al-Ma'adid? I'm not trying that again.
Sultan Al-Madid. Al-Ma'adid.
But he was I mean, look at this. How would you like to be serving that table? You know, wouldn't that be nice? Serving
That
these
looks
guys?
like that restaurant right around here. Well, you know.
You want to see my impression of Ryan Cohen? Wait, what? What'd you just say? You okay there, bud?
Yeah, I just caught myself.
Ryan Cohen's always going like this in pictures.
Can we get confirmation on that?
Yeah,
No.
show the picture.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good impression.
He just looks dead. He just looks dead behind those eyes.
He does look dead.
Buddy, you made like $2 billion off of your fucking
Pet-
animal pet
Chewy.
thing. Go away.
Honestly, you scored big on Chewy.
You scored big, dude.
Amazon for pet supplies.
You know what's great?
You know what has pet supplies?
Amazon.
Who's using this fucking
They
thing?
fucking. I bought a harness and a leash, and I didn't like the leash, and the harness was too small, and I returned it to Chewy, and they gave me the refund, and they said just keep it, donate it, do whatever you want with it.
That's going to change. That's what Amazon used to do. Every
Really?
time, yeah, back in the day, you'd order something and you go, "Oh, this isn't the wrong thing. How do I send it back?" And they're like, "Keep it. I don't even want it.
Keep it. We don't want it.
It's
you
all
stupid."
cheap made bullshit.
Yeah.
It's fake."
Well, GameStop is now trending, which really pissed me off because I just want it to stop. But yeah, there's this potential collaboration between Sultan Al-Ma'adid and GameStop, and everybody's excited over this is a potential catalyst. I mean, come on, dude. What are they gonna do? Oh, and then GameStop, they have a new investor relations website. Let's check that out. It's very on the nose, intended to replicate the look of Berkshire Hathaway. In other words, it looks like
Which we've
shit.
gone over. It's fully stuck in 1998.
Yeah.
Incredible website design.
GameStop, you have no business
Yeah.
trying to. What are you, Chamath Palihapitiya? Trying to claim you're going to be the next.
You got anyone at this company who's obsessed with their 80-year-old sister, calling her hot,
Yeah.
talking about what a piece of ass she is and how she's going to be strutting around at the annual shareholder meeting?
And if you don't know what we're talking about,
Yeah, I guess.
in his annual shareholder letter, Warren Buffett himself dedicated multiple paragraphs
Just
at the
being
very
like,
end. Going,
God, my sister
my sister Birdie. What's her name? Birdie?
I forget.
Birdie Buffett? I think. Let's just call her Birdie. She's
Birdie
fucking
Buffett.
90. Birdie Buffett. She's a real good-looking lady, and I just want to
The
keep
only thing nicer than these returns is my sister Birdie's
sweet
back
ass.
end.
Yeah. No, the only thing nicer than these sees candies are when I sees my sister coming. It's when she comes barreling down the hall. Yeah, no, he's horny for his sister, which is wild.
Yeah, but wait till you see her.
Who
That's
among
the
us
real-
isn't horny for our sister or Birdie Buffett for that matter? Sexy lady. All right, let's go down and let's see who. Speaking of Chamath Palihapitiya, what's his name? Sorry, that was a little racist. Chamath
You are
Palihapitiya.
like going in on people's names. It's kind of crazy.
Well, because people have fucked up names, including and especially myself. Khan? The hell is that about?
No, he's trying to cover his ass right now.
Yeah, you're
but
right. I am.
Shit.
Shit.
He's weird and racist.
Chamath, one of the two, they call themselves the besties. One of them and the other one who talks funny, the All In podcast boys, they went to the White House and they spoke with none other than Scott Bessent. And let's watch.
It's cool you guys all just became state-run media, you
Yeah.
freaks.
Look at these guys. Let's hit play.
As long as my Solano's doing well.
Okay, we are here in Washington, D.C., in front of the White House, having spent the afternoon with our friend David Sachs, our friend Elon Musk, and others. We are here to learn about the debt, the deficit, what's going on in D.C., and we have an incredible interview lined up with Scott Bessent, Treasury Secretary of the United States.
It was amazing.
And it's been an amazing afternoon, and we're really looking forward to it.
It was amazing.
Well, this is the intro to the video.
It will be amazing. It's not the pre. Let's just. It's
This
the
will be.
post.
What the?
You know,
We're gonna
say what you
pretend it's
will
the
about
pre-
Chamath. That
it's
man can wear a suit.
It will be incredible.
It
will be.
It looks good on him, man. Look
But
at
how
that.
cool is the White House?
I don't
And
love his.
Here's a bell.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the bell.
I cannot even describe
All right,
to you
enough
the
of their
day we
stupid
had.
giggling. Let's see. Let's cut to there are certain timestamps that we've gotten here. Why don't we cut through them? What else do we have? Percent bragging. Yeah, here we go. God, look at how comfortable they all look.
Can you talk about, so we talked about this deregulation as this one very important lever, right? So how do we add 50, 100 basis points of growth back in? We're going to do it through deregulation. How do you undo the financial corset, as you said? What are the sort of 3 or 4 big ideas that you'd like to
Wait,
affect?
pause it for 1 second. They look so uncomfortable.
Oh, I know.
It's-
Look at Scott Bessent. I got that same fucking suit.
Christ. All right,
Also,
sorry.
Scott Bessent just looks like, hearing him talk, he's like holding in the biggest fart of all time. Watch, play it.
We are re-examining all the bank regulations, and why are they there? Why do banks have to, I can't remember, it's 5 or 7% to hold treasury bills? What are the regulations? Why do, I had a whole group of community bankers or small banks here last week, and why do they have to hold the same amount of capital that JPMorgan and Wells Fargo and Citi hold?
Yeah.
When they don't have the complexity, they don't have, why do the regulators, one of these small bankers said, well, Bank America does it this way. Well, Bank America has $1 trillion in deposits.
Yeah.
This was a $183 million bank.
Yeah.
Well, when you look at the regulatory overhang of some of these things,
You know what's so fun? I love when these guys shit on regulations, but then, and they're talking about small banks, and it was, maybe 18 months ago, maybe a little longer, they were
Silicon
all
Valley
fucking
Bank.
crying for a bailout when Silicon Valley Bank
Oh, yeah. David
imploded.
Sachs.
You guys are
It's
such
gonna
baby.
crush
Please
everything.
help us.
Yeah.
Why do these banks need to have these regulations?
I remember I had puts on that, and
Fucking babies.
I was worried that I wasn't going to get paid on my puts. And I remember emailing with the whoever the trade desk people are at where I trade, and they were like, "You're going to get your money, don't worry." And it came. Let's talk about the entitlements and the budget problems, or that big one there. Yeah, is that it? Let's play this.
I'm so sick of this.
Me
fucking
too.
freak.
This piece of shit.
Is we need to get to. So the people who are getting that free money, stealing the money, inappropriately getting the money, have an inside person who's routing the money, they are going to yell and scream. But real America
we'll
is going
give
to be
the
rewarded,
government
because here's the key.
benefit of the doubt.
Not one penny should stop going to, we're the richest country on earth.
Yeah.
Here's the way I say it. I said we have a $6.5 trillion budget. We have $4.5 trillion of revenues.
Yeah.
Okay, we lose $2 trillion a year. We have a $29 trillion GDP, right? Which people don't understand, and which I'll explain a little bit. And we have $36 trillion in debt.
Yeah.
Okay.
What number didn't I say to a business person? What's our balance sheet worth?
Right.
I say $500 trillion.
Right.
The president says a quadrillion. But at 500 trillion or a quadrillion, 36 trillion, we're rich. We don't have to take one penny from someone who deserves Social Security.
Okay, good.
Not one penny for someone who deserves Medicaid and Medicare. What we have to do is stop sending money to someone who's not hurt, who's on disability for 50 years. It's ridiculous. And they have another job.
And do we have to monetize our assets?
We need to be smart.
Okay.
That's all we need to be. And I'm going to tell you things that are just smart. They're not, oh my God, this is the most brilliant thing ever. This is just smart. There are so many smart things we can do. Like, we'll talk about the post office, right? Think about this. The post office has 625,000 people who work there, and they go to your house every day.
Okay.
You know what the census does? The census hires 625,000 people, trains them, teaches them, has interviews 2 million people, trains and teaches them, hires cars. How about this?
That's pretty
You're
smart.
Genius.
That's pretty smart, Howard.
Right? Okay.
Like obvious, yeah.
Right, but here's what it is. I'll tell you what I'm good at.
You're so right.
I'm
yeah.
really good at pattern recognition.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one.
You're
Like,
so
tell me
right,
625 on one,
Howard.
and I can point
Stop.
out
Stop the video.
625 on another. This is the
Wow, we might as well also train them to deliver pizzas because pizza guys are already going to people's houses too.
You're
we
so
might as well
right,
do
Howard.
that. You're so right, Howard.
Howard.
You look so good with the rest of your hair slicked back. So let me get this straight. He was suggesting that we have postal workers also be census takers.
I guess so.
All right, sure. Do it then, bitch.
Also, these people just fundamentally misunderstand what a government service is, and they think they all need to turn
Profit. Oh yeah,
It's like the mail is just a good thing for us to have.
yeah. Oh well, it should be
They're
competitive.
like, why is it not running like a good business? Because it's not a business.
It's a service.
We're just providing a
the
service.
fire department doesn't make any fucking money.
You dumb fuck.
Yeah, you absolute dipshit.
And he's like, why do you have a person on disability collecting a check for 50 years?
Maybe they've
Because
been hurt for
they're
50, I don't know.
permanently disabled.
Yeah, I
And it
know a
makes it
couple of
different.
those people. Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm defrauding the state of California and the federal government.
You're so right, Howard. Oh, you're so right, Howard.
You're so right, Howard.
Where do you get all these smart ideas?
There
Howard?
was a clip of him also from that same interview talking about how the only people who complain about not getting their Social Security benefits are the ones who are fraudsters. He said, my mother-in-law, when she doesn't get her check, she doesn't call me. She doesn't say anything. But it's the people who make the most noise.
Why does she not fucking call?
Because she's not dependent on it like some people are.
Right.
Fuck.
They cannot do any.
God damn.
If you're calling and asking for your check that hasn't come, you're a fraudster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you so worried about your check?
Yeah, what a major
That's
bummer.
fishy.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's just cut to Google. Man, I really this infographic. Man, remember when infographics were just the thing?
Oh, that was like political action.
Yeah.
I have a very strong story game where I post my infographics.
I had so many of these things saved. Some of their biggest acquisitions, obviously you got YouTube way back in the day for only 1.7
Yeah, this is
billion
wild.
dollars. Good God. DoubleClick, they're doing the AdSense stuff. Waze 1.2, Nest 3.2. I mean, Jesus God. And then Wiz out of there, the cybersecurity, $32 billion, man. And I don't understand. I don't understand how this company is only like 6 years old. I don't understand how there's what are the. I just wish that I had studied computer science so that I could be in some.
So you could have invented Wiz.
So that I could have invented anything, or at least been a part of any of these fucking companies and gotten a huge ass payout, like my friend's girlfriend who works at Klarna, just sitting there.
What's an ass payout?
Very good. Huge ass payout. Yeah. It's when you it's when you buy now, pay later, burrito now, poop later. We're not going to talk about Klarna. I mean, we can't. But yeah, man, $32 billion. Good for them. Good for you, Google.
They're trying to catch up.
They're trying to catch up.
The cloud computing game.
My understanding is, all these companies are like putting a lot of their shit onto the cloud, and in doing so, they are susceptible to hacks and all sorts of shit, and that's kind of what Wiz specializes in. But
yeah, and Amazon and Microsoft got them beat big time.
Yeah,
and Google wants to get in on the action. I mean, it's still hard for me to understand just how that justifies the $32 billion.
Yeah, $32 billion.
Christ,
it makes me worry about my
Lord.
dandruff. My dandruff stock has been doing quite well lately, and I really, where did it close at today? Good for them. They're about to break out. Speaking of absolute, just garbage companies, not that we were just now, but the Soundhound. Oh man, it's like right up there with these quantum companies that they're just. Why are we even giving these? Well, I guess this one's a little bit different because this one does have. It's being used now, whereas the quantum shit is just a story. It's just a story. But let's see a little bit of he went on CNBC Let's play a clip.
All right, Soundhound AI announcing an expanded partnership with NVIDIA set to improve the scale and efficiency of its voice AI models used in automotive, restaurant, and tech applications. The stock getting a near 3% pop today on the news, though it is still down about 50% so far this year after a crazy run before that. For more, Soundhound AI CEO Kayvon Mohajer joins us right now. Kayvon, first, if you could just describe the nature of the NVIDIA partnership. Is it mostly you're using some NVIDIA technology on this, Kayvon, or how is it developed and sold?
Thank you for having me. We have a great relationship with NVIDIA. We showcased a joint demo at CES just in January, and that demo focused on running Soundhound's generative AI technologies on the edge without cloud connection. And this is like large language models that usually need cloud connectivity. They go on the edge. Jensen talked about it at his keynote that a lot of these AI is going to go on the edge. So we had a great demo in January, and today we announced a partnership in the cloud where we can utilize a lot of NVIDIA enhancements with their enterprise AI solutions in the cloud to make what we deliver to our customers more efficient and faster. So if you look at the last 3 years, our query volume has gone up 700%, that excluding the traffic that we got from our acquisitions. So we are handling a lot of traffic in the cloud, and now we can deliver faster and more efficient response time to our users.
Okay.
So draw the line.
I mean, just a bunch of Sure, good for you, buddy. They're valued at over $3 billion. They're probably going to drop down to sub $1 billion because all the hype's going to come out. NVIDIA, part of the reason why it popped is NVIDIA owned shares in them. They dumped all their shares. They don't even own it.
They probably got a peek at that office. My God, it looks like you guys are going out of business.
Yeah, dude, what are you doing? Don't you have a fucking
Put some things on that shelf.
Don't you have a conference room you can go into? Good God Almighty!
Was that just cleaner?
Also, you're a sound company. Put on a fucking lav mic, my man. He's just using the stock computer mic. He sounds like shit. Good Lord! If you own Soundhound, we want to hear from you. What's your problem? What's going on? Just because the stock is cheap dollar-wise, just listen. It's your money. Do what you want with it. Maybe you're just a trader. But if you're one of those people who's like, no, this is the future, it's probably because you're down a little bit.
And you're coping.
And you're coping. You're holding the bag. And, brother, I've been there. Man, I've held some heavy bags.
Heavy is the hand that holds the bag.
Heavy is the hand that holds... Amen, brother. I've held some steaming bags of excrement, and let me tell you, that stain stays on your hands.
The only bag I'm willing to hold?
What?
Bitcoin. I'll hold it all the way down. Let's bring it to zero. I'll gladly hold that bag.
I'll burn my dick with some hot tea. I'll hold that bag. Anyway, NVIDIA did team up with Yum Brands. Who does Yum own? I forgot who they own. They own KFC, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell. Oh, babu.
For AI ordering.
Can we just have people? I just want a high school, just anybody. Give me a high school kid. I don't care. Do you need to squeeze every
It is
fucking
funny
last
that
drop of profit?
They're so confident in doing things like this. I just saw a thing about how 60% of the time on these 8 AI generative models they tested, they got the answer wrong 60% of the time.
On the food ones?
No.
Oh,
just in general. It's just I don't.
Well, they're getting there. They're getting there.
Have
Did you say 12-piece chicken McNugget?
How frustrating it! I mean, have you ever been brought the wrong food or something like that?
Yeah, it makes me murderous.
Now imagine just going through an AI. You have to use an AI.
Yeah, if I want to get specific.
Piece of shit. This is not what I wanted.
You know who will never do that? In-N-Out Burger. No, they're too Christian.
Yeah, they're scared of the AI. They're scared of the machines.
Yeah, they're Luddites. I want a Luddite burger. That'd be a great chain. Luddite Burger. We promise no computers. And beef tallow. So you get RFK in there to endorse your shit. That fucking guy. God damn it. Let's see. Tesla. I don't think the weekly. They're still down on the week. This is their 9th. Did they close?
Are you sure? Because
I'm pretty sure. I'm looking at the weekly chart right now, and they are still red on the week, but barely. And yeah, I think it's time for a big bounce. I think that it's got a date with at least like 270 in the coming weeks. That's just one man's opinion. But
270?
270. I think that it bounces to at least the 200-day moving average. We did a deep dive on it on the Ben and Emil show, but yeah.
Which it's now domestic terrorism to talk about Elon in a bad way. So we're happy.
Yeah, we're totally happy.
We're happy for their little bounce.
Yeah.
We don't want to get sent to a prison in El Salvador.
Yeah, where is it? El Salvador? I think
think
it's
so.
El Salvador. You know who's got who? I mean, you really can't. You can set your watch to Tom Lee being a believer in something like Tesla. Let's scroll down. There's our boy Emil with his BYD, his big yellow dick. Look at that. There's you. That's gonna be you, man.
That's gonna be me as
I
soon
want
as I
one
get
of
my
those
BYD.
things. I want a
Thing's gonna
BYD.
charge so quick.
Yeah, 5 minutes. You're in and out. Let's play a little bit of Tom Lee talking about Tesla and why he thinks that it's being treated unfairly.
To me, this is reminiscent of what happened with MyPillow. If you're not familiar, MyPillow was a very popular pillow, but it turns out the CEO became embroiled in controversy when he claimed the 2020 election was fraudulent. And as a result, he lost many business partnerships. Well, I think that that's the same moment. This is the MyPillow moment happening to Tesla. So the question is, can Tesla get canceled? Here are the 5 things that I believe represent the competitive strength of Tesla.
Pause it.
And I'm going to walk you
Pause
through
it, but leave it up there, please. I love his comparison to MyPillow.
Honestly, that's such a
$70,000 fucking thing to a $20 pillow. I don't think the people that are buying MyPillow are gonna rush to.
And it's so different. They're so different. Went fully from a product that like people broadly on the left were maybe excited about, an electric car.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant the pillow at first.
No, a pillow is just like, it's a fucking pillow.
I'm Mike Lindell. I was addicted to heroin.
An absolute
now...
freak.
Yeah. I mean, it's boy, Tom Lee, get a little more energized, dude. You know, I'd be more on your side if you would sip a fucking espresso or something. Good God Almighty. But he goes over these 5 points. He says that Tesla does have strong brand and customer loyalty. I don't know about
Does
that
it?
anymore.
It seems like people are trying to offload them as quick as possible.
Yeah, and I think
they're having trouble because they can't fetch any value for it.
And the cat's out of the bag in terms of the build quality on these things. I mean, people for a long time have been showing how they leak water.
And they just recalled 46,000 Cybertrucks because they have when it drives too fast, it just creates projectiles flying off the...
At this point also, I mean, he goes on to say that they are leading in full self-driving, robotics, and AI. I'm coming from a place of total ignorance. From my understanding, Waymo is absolutely destroying.
I mean, they are...
I see Waymos. I don't see any fucking robo-taxis out there.
They're operating in 2 cities fully autonomously. I am so curious what's going to happen with this June rollout of the cyber taxis, robocabs, robo taxis in Austin.
Cybercab, robotaxi. Yeah.
They're going to kill someone.
He says that they've got superior battery technology, supply chain. They've got.
I would say they
network.
definitely have the best charging network in the country.
Can it get canceled? Yes, I think we've seen that happen. I think that he goes on to question whether or not this damage done to the brand is permanent. I think it's absolutely permanent.
Oh, I mean, anyone who was turned off by the double sig Heil is going to be like, you know what? Let's give him another chance.
Even beside that, just his whole vibe and everything, and just being associated with that brand, especially when there are so many other options out there now. You can get a Hyundai, you can get a fucking BMW, you can get
Volvo,
an Audi, you can get a Volvo.
Yeah.
They are no longer the only game in town.
Polestar, Rivian. Honestly, I think anyone who was thinking about a Cybertruck over one of those Rivian trucks,
those things are so cool.
Ridiculous.
Looking.
I think everything about it Oof, yeah, the like the outdoor lifestyle stuff that they build into it is just extremely cool. I can't imagine going with a Cybertruck over that.
At this point, anybody who still insists,
and you get flipped off everywhere you go.
Yeah, that's not fun. Unless you're one of those weird contrarian guys who's into it. But it seems to me like the only people who persist and insist that Tesla is still the leader, you're just being stubborn at this point, truly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I can understand.
Or you're heavily invested.
Or you're heavily invested.
Yeah.
I can understand your affinity for Elon Musk for making you millions of dollars if you were investing in it years ago. I get everything. I understand that. I've driven a Tesla. They're fucking awesome. But like I said, they're no longer the only player in town. I will eat my own asshole if they come out with the Cybercab and everything's, I just don't believe
We're
it.
watching in June. We're
absolutely watching.
I need to see what's going to happen.
Because at this point, the only thing that can save the company, not like they're flirting with bankruptcy. They're still valued at what, $800 billion? But the only thing to continue justifying such a high valuation is if his promises come to fruition this time, because he's now cried wolf too many fucking times. They've kicked the can down the road way too much. It has come to the point.
And now he's got all this horrible political stuff surrounding him. Yeah, he's got to deliver on something.
He's got to deliver on the robots. He's got to deliver on full self-drive with the cabs. I'm curious if it's probably going to be another vaporware thing. I'm fully convinced that they are going to have, I bet
that's what the Waymo guy said. The Waymo guy said there's ways to fake a RoboCab.
And anybody out there who
he could remote control.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Do your own research. I hate to sound like one of those guys. Elon Musk has a colored history of vaporware.
Yeah,
using vaporware to impress what needs to be impressed upon the investing public. Right now, with the intent to fix it later and do the right thing later and make it work later. And I think that's entirely possible that they end up having people operating these things remotely. And I don't know.
They just hire 1,000 robo drivers with little Xbox controllers.
1,000 fucking guys in India or China where it's way cheaper, and they're not gonna. Who are they gonna tell? Anyway, all right. The other fun thing was everybody's talking about Klarna in the burritos, but some people need to finance their burritos. Like I said in the last live, I kind of want to do it just to make it. You want your money now? Fuck that. You're gonna get my money in 5 installments.
I do find it annoying though. Even just like even if I'm not strapped for cash, it's annoying. I don't need to be spending money on stupid things.
Yeah,
it is. Even though I'm like, that's ridiculous. Don't fall for that. Every time I'm looking at something online, they're like, you could just have like 10 easy installments of $25. And
I never do it.
I've never done it, but you're like, $25 a month and I get that cool thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it is wild.
That's kind of cool.
Again,
because $250, that sounds like a lot.
This is the best.
$25 a month.
Yeah.
And I get a cool thing.
This is the best we can do, America. Tech overlords, Peter Thiel. This is what you want.
It unfortunately is. I think it is the best we can do.
This is the best you got.
Well,
you guys are supposed to be the fucking top dogs.
Howard
man.
Lutnick's got some cool ideas.
What?
He's gonna kick everyone off entitlements. Remember, we were just listening to all his cool ideas.
Jesus Christ!
Wow,
these guys want to run They want to. You want to be our techno overlords? Give us cool shit, man. China's doing it.
You're not happy with your?
No, I'm not. Give me cool shit.
What do you want? What will make you happy with?
I don't know. How about I saw a great tweet. Someone was like, "We need a fucking turbo city or something."
A turbo city.
Go! Show us what you can do, bitch. Go out there into the middle of the desert and build a city that would make China weep. Show us what you got.
I think they want to do that.
Do it then, bitch. Get out there and do it. Show us what you're made of. Show us that American ingenuity. Build a city. Make it 2 square miles to 5. I don't give a shit.
But I think that's the difference. You're talking about industrialists building cities rather than the American government.
I guess, man. You can do buy now, pay later. Build now, build
Yeah,
now.
let's do BNPL for our rent.
Yeah.
Rent
yeah.
now, pay later.
Yeah.
How's that?
How's that? That's a great idea.
No, that
pal.
sounds terrible.
No, it sounds like a great idea.
How about
Hey, no,
rent-
I'll pay you in like 12 easy installments. How about once a month for a year? Yeah. Ugh. What else do we have? We're wrapping up the thing. The guy got $50 million for burning his dick off.
Entrepreneur is what we call him.
Yeah. Very smart of him. What if he did it on purpose? He saw that the girl, he went once and he noticed that every time he goes, he noticed that the girl didn't quite affix the cap.
Or he was
properly.
driving all around different ones, being like, "Where's our clumsiest?
Yeah.
Where's our clumsiest barista?"
Yeah. Oh,
and he zeroed in on this girl.
Yeah.
She was new. She was coming out of she was also coming out of spring, and so she thought
spring.
Well, she trained in warmer weather, and so it was a lot of iced drinks. She wasn't as careful.
See,
and she got a big hot order.
Yeah. What else could we? What food chain or restaurant could we exploit a weakness in? Similarly?
KFC. We swallow a chicken bone somehow.
That seems like it'd more be your fault.
No, you should have seen this chicken bone.
You weren't going to KFC.
You're asking me for ideas.
No, but that's like you choking. It's not Pizza Hut's fault that you choke on the cheese, you know?
Well, what kind of cheese were they using? Was it extremely
hot? We got to find some kind of thing like that. I don't know. Didn't someone do that with KFC where they planted like a severed finger?
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone did that. Now that was smart, but you're trying a little too hard, man.
Right.
Don't go with a finger.
We gotta
Jesus
we gotta
God.
bring like a little nail or something.
Yeah.
Put it in the mac and cheese. The hell is this? You guys tried to get me to eat a nail.
You know what I'm actually surprised doesn't happen more often, and maybe it does, but we just never hear
people
about it.
picking out their own hair, putting the hair on the food, and saying, "Excuse me, I'm not paying for this."
Not that.
Yes, I did eat around the hair.
I'm sure that happens all the time, but people who've got someone on the inside, like, oh man, great job with the new job at McDonald's. Hey, you know, when you're working,
why don't you burn my penis off?
Why don't you burn my dick? I'll wear a fake dick. You don't put the cap on tight enough, and then when I go and pull it, I'll scald my dick and I'll go, my penis, and I'll make a big scene.
I'm sure they have to pull medical records and everything. Make sure your dick is really ruined.
Oh man, but then you got a doctor in the family who's like, "Yep, that dick is burned."
Oh wow,
beyond recognition.
You've thought of everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're gonna do you gotta. Don't
even
anybody steal my idea.
You even got a guy lined up for a second opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll give him 10%. Hey, 10%. Say my dick's messed up.
That's a quick.
Well, it is messed up. I mean, after the fact, man. Yeah, but your dick is currently also messed up.
Your dick is currently ruined.
Who did that? It was a botched circumcision. Thank you very much. What do you think, folks? Let us know in the comments. I think that's about a good place to end, don't you think?
Let us know which fast food restaurant you're trying to
Oh, it
rip
was
off.
finger chili. It was finger chili, they're saying.
Oh, that was my nickname in high school.
Finger chili?
Well, if it isn't finger chili.
Yeah, if it isn't old finger chili.
That's because I accidentally...
Oh, because you put your fingers in someone's butt instead of their other part? Is
And
that what
she
you
had
did?
diarrhea.
She had diarrhea? Ew! Why would someone let you get that close when they just had diarrhea?
Well, it was an accident. And then for 4 years, I end up finger chili.
It's funny that you end up being the one getting. I wonder what her girlfriend's called her. Diarrhea finger. All right. Anyway, gang.
Well, they called me Wendy's finger chili, just like this guy.
That's pretty good.
Because her name was Wendy.
Yeah. Was it really?
It's not real.
Oh. Jesus. Listen,
was it really?
You tell me a story, I'm going to believe you. That's the thing. One thing about me, I'll believe anything. That's why they should put me on fucking CNBC. If I were Jim Cramer and CEOs were coming all the time spouting their bullshit, I'd believe it. Wow, really? Damn, that's cool. Oh, you guys figured out AI ordering? That's cool. Damn, good for you. I think I'll invest. Ben, would you ever sell stocks like Tesla based on ethics? I know that's a bad way to trade, but I don't want to have stock in Nazis. Wow, that's a big question. Listen, so I currently hold some shares in Tesla, but I'm not investing. I'm just in it for a trade because I think that it's overdue for a bounce, and I don't think that I don't think that I'm endorsing implicitly Elon Musk or anything like that.
You're trying to make money on
I'm
it.
just trading the stock, man. I'm not investing. I'm not investing in it. Credit card website is coming out soon. Anyway, we should wrap up. Thank you so much to everybody for tuning in. We love doing this every week. Tell a friend. Emil, any parting words of wisdom? Tank that Bitcoin.
Well, someone said, crypto's pumping, and then I checked, and it's not. Or I guess maybe some cryptos are, but
Is Michael's strategy?
Bitcoin is just Bitcoin looks pretty steady. It's just at 84.
Wow.
So,
well, there you have it, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see everybody next week.
Bye.
Did I say next week?